Hey everyone, welcome back to Daytime York Region. We're really excited because in Aurora, there's a brand new organic store. It's called Hallelujah Organics. They're having their grand opening this Thursday. And we're pleased to welcome Chris and Carol Matthews, the dream team behind Hallelujah Organics. Tell us, I mean, one of you can jump in. Tell us about how the idea to start this totally organic business came about.
Good question. We started for several reasons, but one of the major reasons was a health issue. We were faced with a chronic illness and decided, I had a background in biochemistry, and decided that we were just going to go forward and do the best we could with what we got. So we started sourcing organic foods and kind of never turned back. People asked us about it, and it got to the place where we had to charge them.
Wow.
Well, actually charge them for it.
That's a pretty good point. I mean, if you're good at something, don't ever let that get away for free. Carol, you have a wide array of different products available. What are some of the things that you're featuring with your line?
Well, we're excited about our new facility with the commercial kitchen because now we're able to produce this great food right in our own facility. We've got today some Indian butter chicken, Thai chicken, Moroccan chicken, and Italian. And these are organic, they're fresh, they're ready to eat, and they'll be available in your stores.
So, Chris, when you went organic and you decided to make that big change, what sort of changes did you see in your health?
Substantial energy difference. And I think just long term, if you make a decision to put health first, it's kind of like the frog in the water. If you heat it up suddenly, he jumps out, but if you heat it up gradually, he stays in the water. And that's what your health is. It just slowly improves and improves, and you can't always look back and say, hey, I noticed this huge change, but over a lifetime, it makes a huge difference.
I bet you sort of wake up one morning and be like, wow, I can't believe how much better I'm feeling right now. Sort of hits you. In the pots,
you don't want to go back.
Never. You have 4 great products. So what are we sampling or trying out today?
We've got a couple of, these are chicken-based sauces that we have. Now, we also do vegetarian stuff as well now. But this is a Moroccan chicken. We actually have a chef from England who used to be the chef, one of the lead chefs for Marks and Spence. So he's designed all our products, and we also have a nutritionist who's helped us make sure that the product, it may taste great, but it also is healthy for you.
Great.
Well, that's even better.
So at home, how do you, I mean, you get the sauce and then you serve it on whatever you want?
Rice or pasta, put it with chicken,
so
eat it by itself.
There's no meat in any of these dishes? Or are there?
Today there is.
These meats do. Now, we do have a line of sauces. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah.
And these meats, these are not meat products. These are just vegetarian products.
Organic, great tasting.
So it's available for, everybody.
You really have something for everybody,
vegetarians
whether or not you have special dietary concerns,
exactly.
which is great. So let's try. What do
All
you
right,
want us
let's
to
get her
try
going.
first,
You're
Carol?
like the Indian butter queen, I hear.
I am.
She is. And while we're
I'll try
doing that, of course you will. My first Twitter question of the day.
Woo!
Guys, like the blue shirts.
Thank you.
Where do I get them from?
Special deal
that
for
was
you.
quick.
That was quick.
Pop on by our facility. We'll make sure you get set up with one.
Okay,
There you go.
good,
How
there you
about whoever's tweeting this, why don't you come by on the Thursday grand opening?
Grab a shirt.
September
yes.
16th. Okay.
Okay, now this is Indian butter chicken.
So this is Jacqueline's dish because I'm not allowed touching it.
Quinoa.
Well, you can get
I
in
like
here.
my fingers.
Try it. Now it's hopefully it's warm, at least warm through.
All right, now what's this
You
bad
wanna
boy? Is
get
that
a plate,
That's
sweetie?
good.
Yeah.
What is that in there?
This is quinoa.
Ooh, the quinoa.
So a little different variety of grain.
I love my fork.
Kind of like a couscous.
Okay.
So can I offer you, how about a Moroccan?
Is that mushroom?
This is actually eggplant
Okay.
in here.
There's eggplant and some
In the
mushroom.
Thai.
Let's
it's
do
a
the one
Thai
without the
coconut.
mushroom.
He's not a
Okay.
fan of mushroom. I'll have
Not
the
a
mushroom
fan of
The
one.
Moroccan is very good.
Moroccan, let's go Moroccan.
It's a little bit.
Moroccan. So is this spicy?
Well, Indian,
or-
lots
Oh,
of
here we
Indian
go.
flavors. But
So
you're
why
being
did you
stingy.
decide to do lots of cultural influences in your cooking?
Well, because we find that people who really appreciate food are trying or wanting to try new things.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, I mean, it's
We're
nice.
spoiled because we're getting, so many great products, and you can't just be good. You have to be exceptional. I think.
Exactly. I'm going
Big
to try
plate
this
of
too.
Moroccan,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
that's
And
the
I love it.
breakfast.
I love it on the couscous too. Yeah.
And you really taste
Wow.
that. Lemon,
The
is there
flavors are
lemon?
so. I don't know if it's because it's organic or because
Wrong
it's
too.
healthy, but all of the flavors just really stand out in these dishes.
Yeah, they're very bold.
Everything's fresh.
But not
and-
overpowering.
And we
Yes,
work with
Yeah.
local as
lots
well.
of flavor.
Yeah.
Speaking of this whole venture that you guys are on, I mean, what's the main mission? What do you want people to learn and take away from when they come and meet you and check out Hallelujah Organics?
I think bottom line is you're going to pay a little bit more for health food, but what I always ask my customer and my friends and family is, do you want to pay the price here or do you want to pay it later on when you're sick? And you may have a little more money, but then you got to spend it on health.
Yeah.
That's true.
So why not invest in your health right now?
Well, I'm a lazy person in the kitchen, and I appreciate the fact that the sauces are sort of already made for you and that I don't have to do too much grunt work, and it's there and it already tastes fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's a good step for you.
How does
we're
it work?
excited.
I mean, how does it work? You cook it in Aurora, your huge kitchen, beautiful kitchen that you have now.
We have a state-of-the-art facility, actually. It's recognized now by some of the bodies in place as being a state-of-the-art facility.
Is it sort of weird knowing that you started so humbly, and just because you were, you know, discovering your own personal journey, and now you have the state-of-the-art kitchen, you have a whole line out, you're on daytime. That's huge. And I mean, is it sort of weird to look back and see how far you've come?
I've always dreamed of meeting you, Jeff.
Oh,
Wow. That's how you get invited back. Can they come back tomorrow?
Okay, so, and not only do you have the line of food, but you also have, Carol, other health products, right? Like in the retail section. So what do you have there?
Well, we have a full line of all your meats, your chicken, your beef, your lamb, your turkey, pork.
Yeah.
And,
Just fresh meat.
We have some fresh, a lot of it's frozen, and a lovely line of seafood and fish.
When it's organic meat, because we keep hearing this in the news, does this mean that it's not, these animals aren't fed byproducts? How do you explain it to people wondering about the meat?
There's a couple of major standards involved in organic. There's no antibiotics allowed to be used, period, end of discussion. And if the animal does get treated, it has to be taken out. There's no GMO, no genetic modification of the food that the animal eats, or the animal itself, of course. Now they're starting to do that with the animals. You know, across the board, there's standards, basically. The animal has a lot of room to walk around in, so it's not like a stockyard scenario where the animal's kept in a stall, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So the healthy animal makes for healthy meat.
Are you finding that people who may have not gone organic before are coming to your store and sort of discovering it and now are totally getting on the bandwagon? Carol?
You know, I think it's a shift that's happening as we are becoming more educated and finding foods. First of all, you know, we're learning more about conventional farming, and we're looking at what organic farming is bringing, you know, to our environment and our communities and our bodies. And
the irony is that, you know, 40 years ago, you didn't have to call it organic because everyone did it that way.
Just was.
Yeah.
But after World War II and the pesticides and having to find a place for pesticides and all that, it just, the food environment changed drastically.
A lot of people are wanting to make the change, and they go to the grocery store and they're trying to find out, you know, between the different meats and products. And I like that we can go to one place and know that it's all
and they're
across the board.
overwhelmed. There's so many choices, and understanding what does natural mean, you know, which is a term we don't use anymore. We've coined the phrase freedom, and you know, trying to educate your consumer. And so, yeah, come in. There's lots of great things to see. Our website's a wealth of information, knowledge, you know, navigating.
And the grand opening on Thursday, what will be happening then, and what time is it happening?
Well, kind of primarily, we'd like to say thank you to many of the government bodies that made it possible for us to be where we are, funding some things that we achieved through them, through the government. And I'm talking federal, provincial, and city, municipal. So we want to say thank you. Lois Brown is going to be there, our local MP. Phyllis Morris is going to be there, the mayor of Aurora. We're going to have a ribbon cut ceremony and lots of food to try. So.
Okay, so what time should people come out?
We start at 10.
Okay.
Start at 10.
And we're officially saying 2 o'clock, but people will be dragging around till 5 or 6.
So visit the website, hallelujah.ca. Hallelujah.
Get your poses, tweet pick time.
.ca, and then head out for the grand opening. Have some fun. Smile, guys. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Rogers TV Daytime. We'll be right back with more on the show. Don't go anywhere.